Is it really considered a win or even justice being served? Right now, I feel like in this situation, there's more to it. There's a plot because the 17 in which you acquitted will now become free men for a time. They have so many people who have been a part of the gang who have become witnesses and co-defendants and all kind of things. So you kind of put them against them one another and then you let them out to kill them one another now. So maybe this is just the beginning of the great plan versus what everybody might think this is the final portion of it.
No, justice hasn't been served because they should have charged like everybody, like it's a racketeering. You see me? From one person finding guilty, everybody else should be guilty. And sometimes I think about it too. If the police or the military them have like a special hit squad, so like all those persons who get acquitted, you see me, me feel like say, oh, them not go for them, they not kill them off. You see me, just like dog paw. So I feel like there's a hit squad, out there that's gonna go for them. Hopefully they have something like that.
System still there. Back with my view. I swear. Can't say nothing better.
Nah, lie. Brian Sykes deal with the case like say I'm friend them and he nah let down him friend them. Cause you can have 62 man in a custody for various crime across the division with them they and you are dead than them they set a man them the amount of man they alone you find guilty. You acquitted man of charge and if you find the leader guilty for a lead in a gang, who him a lead? Eh? You let go the man them where him a lead but yet still you find the leader guilty. I see what the sense in that.
Morning, family. My 2 cents on this topic here. Anyway, you put your corruption in a brethren. You remember how remember Adams when going to Tivoli go mash up Siagam and them. This kind of bring back some memory. And this is the our Clansman, our PMP man, them, our PMP supporters, them. That's all that is. And them allegedly say a politics same thing make cartel in a prison. In some way, shape and form, me no surprised. Actually, me kind of surprised say some of them find guilty because corrupt system is all over the world. All over the world you go is corruption. But Jamaicans don't hide it. The Jamaican, my apology, Jamaicans politician, them don't hide it. Them show it in your face and them quick to play that 2 card face shit. Like you hear, oh, them for dead at prison, them for dead at prison, them for get 500 years, which them know the statute of limitation in Jamaica. Not the statute of limitation, they know the verdict system. No man now go get 500 years in Jamaica. But of course, them are going to brainwash the little poor people in Jamaica who don't know better because them grew up say mommy a labor right, daddy a PMP, so that little nasty negative feeding night. So in some way at least we know say couple of them gone, couple of them find guilty. I think the only one with justice finally reach for is the one with them kill. That's the best way me can put it. I mean only I try to be respectful. The one where then kill, we get let out, get come out from bail and then kill. Him are the only one missing get sentenced the right way. Read between the lines. That's my take on that.
Yeah, bless up in my view, up every time. Yeah, man, I think right now, the judicial system is, being reformed at this point. The changes that are made aren't final. They're still tweaking certain things to ensure that, they get certain things under control. And the the public has a right to be concern and have questions about what is happening there. Can't deny them that right. But I believe what the Clansman gang trial showed us is that we have to better equip our investigative officers, detectives, and all. And also, we need some changes where the in the Ministry of Justice, we need some changes. We need people that are focused on the job. A lot of times, people get frustrated and they may miss out on simple details that may throw a case off course. However, I think this Klansman gang trial, being one of the first, well, one of the first, I never said the first, one of the first, historic gang trials that would see, a few of its members really get convicted under the act. And I think they need to just straighten up the 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 um the resources where the investigators are concerned, and they also need to give them proper training or more training, because I know they have trained a lot of those officers, but they need to focus on how to putting evidence together, tabling it, and so it's appropriate for the courtroom, so that the regular juror who would be a regular member of society, not a member of the legal fraternity, so they can see and interpret properly, and so they can make their make their notes, and wherever they deem the case to go, they can vote on it when the time come. You understand? So we touch on a few things. Do I know the Klansman gang trial wasn't a jury trial? However, the fact is, when you have the investigators tabling evidence in an inappropriate manner, not in accordance with what is required, with the what we call the civil procedure rules, then it throws the case off. Many would think that one that has the authority there is corrupt, but they don't even understand the situation. They don't even understand that when in the court, when you file say for instance a simple claim form just to recover money from someone that you may have loaned some money, if you don't even sign that part of the document, you don't sign or date the certificate of truth. Is a certificate you make when you're making sworn statements. You make a certificate that you certify that what you have said in all the statements made in the document is true to the best of your knowledge, belief, whatever. Even if that is not signed and you have all the evidence there, that case can be thrown out, because a simple what you would call an error, where they want stated as a grammatical error, or what they call a typing error, whatever, it can be thrown out, because you have what is called procedure. You have what is called procedure of different legal frameworks, and if you don't go in accordance with those, then it can throw the whole entire case off. And for those who don't understand what I'm talking about, I mean, we remember when Justice Sykes had pointed out certain things based off what the prosecutorial team had put together. He had made mention that how they table the evidence, how they put the evidence together, it still wasn't enough to say, beyond a reasonable doubt, that certain people are members of a criminal organization. So we can always say that based off what someone submits, is like you're saying, the public is saying they know that there's a gang called Clansman, and they may or may not know the members, but it's like they're saying you don't necessarily have to prove it. you already know that they are members of the gang, so we don't need to prove anything. But people don't understand that you don't want to leave any holes in a case like that, so them can go and appeal and get back out. It has to be concrete. So what I would say is I agree that some level of reform needs to take place, but I don't think it's a case that it isn't happening. I think that they are now in the process of reforming the system. They have been for a number of years now, which is why they came up with the plea deals to, kind of deal with some of the backlog. But because they started that and made some of the sentence, I mean, by the provisions of the statutes, the sentences were short. So now they're trying to change that so that some of the sentences would have been longer. So I mean, that's already being done to me. I don't think it's something that is a question of if they should. I think the question now is how long will it take them to get the system to a higher standard that people will appreciate it more, and we'll see convictions where people will be happy where that is concerned. Maybe that's what the focus is. Well, I think that's what the focus is right now. So the Clansman gang trial highlight a number of things, and it shows that a lot of the resources we put in these things, we need to add some more. We probably need more bodies on the ground, meaning staff where that is concerned, where the Ministry of Justice is concerned, and a certain office as well that had conduct of the matter. Some changes need to be made there as well. So yeah, man, that's my take on it.